This is the second video. We're a little bit unscripted here. We're talking about two different things. There's the mega website, and we're going to run through a list of points I wrote out last evening. So let's start with the website. Let's start with your website. I like this website. I love this. I think it should possibly start with this, and maybe it could be brightened up. You add a little bit of red to this. It'll look a lot more sunny. Okay, so I love this website. You know, I don't know how much it cost you, but I'd imagine it's quite a bit. Just before we go, there's an annoying noise that comes from my computer, and because I prefer it and it's quite new, I'm gonna run the soundtrack again. So we're going to Experience Africa, and that's gonna start playing some music in a second. Takes a little while for some reason. I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's the streaming of the audio. Okay, let's go back to Maison Noir website. Okay, I've done some investigations into the links to this website. Here's the music. Okay. First I've used Moz. This is a powerful tool, and what we're doing on Villa Secrets and the non-WordPress websites is we're changing the sitemap to pay attention to this page authority. When someone links to a page, this website looks at that page, and if a page on our website, and eventually we're going to work out how to do this in WordPress as well, but at the moment we can only do it in non-WordPress. The page will rise up in the rankings of the sitemap. It will change its XML priority if it has a high page authority, and it'll appear higher in the lists. Okay, so Maison Noir has a domain authority of 6 and a page authority of 21. That's quite a good page authority for the home page. We can see there's no one really linking to the About Us page, which is the starter page with the visuals, which you should add music to. We can do that for you. We will do that for you, hopefully. Okay, so no one's really linking to the any of the pages other than the home page. We look at Ahrefs and domain ranking of 35, which is generally is good. Global rank of 39 million isn't particularly good. You've got 1 Twitter follower and 39 Facebook followers. Nothing on Google+. Google+ is essential. Nothing on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is essential. Nothing on Pinterest. That is essential as well. All of these sites, when you put a post to it, as long as you've got a link coming back to you, you'll see more links. Here, I mean, we've got this site's registering, I think it's 18 links. Oh, it'll say it here. 22 backlinks. All of these social networking sites would create more backlinks, giving you a better authority here. Moz doesn't really have that big a database. It only registers 1 backlink. But if we look at Majestic, which is really a much better source, we see the citation flow of 18, which isn't bad, but the trust flow is 4, which is sort of saying that the links that are coming in are not reliable. They're from, we can see them here. This link was deleted, so it doesn't count anymore. This one's no follow, and the rest of the links that you have, the trust flow is 6, 9. There, you know, this one's 0. This one's 0. You want to get rid of these links. These links are actually doing you harm. They'll cause a Google Penguin penalty. I did a lot of research into this because I was looking at the dark art of PBNs, public private blog networks, where you buy an expired domain and you sort of look for something that had about 30 over here and about 30 over here that was vaguely related to travel. You buy that domain, you build another website on top of it, and you point links of that website to your own website. I did it with I think it was ZanzibarHome.com. It immediately raised Cape Town luxury villas from 15 to 11 the same day, but a few weeks later, Google, it worked it out. And that's what started me on the road to content marketing. And they said at the time, it's a harder route, but it's the only thing that Google accepts. And it's not about the links anymore. It's about the million different people who get presented with syndications of the blog, who might come and might book. That's the real gift of it. The links are just good as well. Let's have a look here at Alexa. This is a ranking of all the websites in the world. 5 million for a site isn't bad, but we really want to push this into the million. And before we talked about having 10% of marketing going back to creating blogs and etc. But I think also we should use that money, and we'll chip in some of our own if you can match it with some funding for marketing of same. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay, let's. Okay, I've just started this. We're going to have a look. MaisonNoir.co.za. Google rank for Cape Town luxury villas at 83. That's not bad, but we want to try and push this into the top 10. We've just started this from this source. We look at all these ones. We look at our competitors. We look at our websites, how they're doing. Okay, let's go to the spreadsheet. No, first of all, let's have a look at we can obviously help this website, but I don't think this website is made in WordPress, which means it's difficult to work on, because it's like if you're building a house. If you smash a house down or start with a fresh plot and you build a house, it's easier to build than working on another website. What I would suggest for this website is we just change this blog page to a WordPress blog page, and we make the blogs, we can try and emulate this look and feel as best we can, and we just make a load of blogs from it as per mentioned in the last video. Each time we make a blog, and also we can do the syndication. We can automate this website when we make a blog to hit 50, maybe 100 different social network pages and social bookworking pages, all delayed timing, and some of those we can get to repeat every week. So one blog gets 50 backlinks in, and of them 25 of them will be do follows, plus a lot of following on the social networks. In time we're going to be working these social networks, not just making them, trying to get more followers, advertising them in Google for likes, not Google, sorry, Facebook. Okay, let's have a look at the spreadsheet. This is what I think is the best strategy for Maison Noir is we make this blog page in WordPress and we improve upon it, and that's going to get links back to your main site, this site. But we also make another site. Now, the reason we need to make a site, if we look at American Butterfly here, this is going to change, but this page will stay the same. This is all, the first part of it is very serious about what we're doing with Villa Secrets, how we want to move from this figure that it made last year, 18,000. That's what it made for us as Villa Secrets, and we've got this plan to make 4,000 different Villa Secrets websites by 10 years time, and to make a lot of money. And it's a big leap, but we've made these 3 videos here to show how we're going to do it. And if you've got time to read them, you'll see this one here explains how we actually, we're going to work to make our first franchise, which we're hoping to go to Pan Golding, if not one of the other 3 big real estate agents. We're going to do $1 million worth of web development and content marketing and sell it for $50,000. And these explain it. One of those websites, the Pam Golding or the general franchise offering, is one Villa Secrets website that has everything on it. 4 top 10 websites, a top 10 villas website, a top 10 properties website, a top 10 real estate website, and a top 10 safari website. Maybe they might be not called top 10, maybe it might just be katetalvillas.review, or maybe it's an awards, so they can use those websites when they want to get a property mandate, sole mandate. They'll say to the people, look, we'll put you high up in these rankings as long as it seems fair. Or if it's a lowly property, we'll put you in the top 10 of maybe it'll be a top 50 properties website, and they'll be, they'll put it at number 8 or 9 if it's a, medium cost villa. Lots of tricks there. We're also going to be making them 5 websites for individual villas that they can use to really encourage people to rent with them and to sell. And what I want to do is make a version of one of these 5 websites for Maison Noir. So I want to make you a new website. You're not going to pay a penny for it. It's going to take us a long time, and it's going to be awesome. We're really looking at making the best villa or property website of any kind ever made. Not just the best by a long way. We really want to make this ridiculously good. We've seen, the look, how we're doing it with the slideshow. We've got the HTML5 animations. Okay, let's quickly have another look at top 10 and have a look at how you look already. We'll use this and improve upon it. Here it comes. Just a word on the psychology. 8-second rule. 6, 5, 4. Capturing interest. 3, 2, 1. You're in. By the time you've got to the countdown, everyone's gonna go through and watch them and see who's at number 1 and who's at number 2 and number 3. A word on the pricing again. Going to take that down a little bit. This one is priced just below you, $550. Yours is priced $799, so it's a little bit higher. This one is priced quite a lot higher. And if we look at this blog by Help Scout on pricing strategies, first of all it says don't offer too much. Well, it's a top 10 when we've got Cape Town Luxury Villas, and Villa Secrets. We got 300 or 400. So cutting that down to 10 is following in that strategy. There's a lot of stuff here, price anchoring, and you can see here why we've done what we've done. In test 1, if you put 2 next to each other, 80% of people went for the more expensive one. In test 2, if you put 3 next to each other, 1 more expensive, 1 just slightly less, and 1 there, that's what we've done. With a lot of psychology gone into this top 10 website. It's not just the top 10, there's a lot of psychology here. And then again, we see the same thing there. 85% of people went for the one that was in the middle of the top 3, and the top 3's, that's what, we're going to be marketing, the top 3. Another thing, keeping prices simple. They say that somewhere here, I can't actually see it, but they say people even went for, if something was $14.99, people would buy that over exactly the same product that was $15.50. That was $1,400. There's a lot of psychology about those 99. So when we're making this top 10 to make the top 3, there's a lot of psychology in it. Just to mention as well, this year, 2015, it's my vote. So this is going to be here forever. We've got 3 more villas to add. Next year, it's going to have judges, and we're going to have really good judges. So it's going to have a lot of credibility. Top 10 K-Town villas by top 10 of the K-Town's most experienced villa specialists. Very much an authority, but because I've done it the first time, I get to pick where it's going, and you know, I'm promoting you guys. That's what I'm doing. So let's have a look again at your blog, and you know, we'll be using this and incorporating maybe the video that you have for your site. Let's have a look at the spreadsheet, and you know, let's not mess around here. Let's get straight to it. This website's going to cost us $21,000, or that's what we would charge, and that's us charging at a quarter of the normal rate. A normal top designer or top content marketer would charge 4 times what we're charging. You know, we're talking journalists and $20 an hour, $25 an hour for the HTML5 web designer, and boy is he good. You've seen his work. Okay, let's have a look at this. Sorry, let's to the point. 21,000. That's what you know we would charge for this if we were working for someone else. We're going to make this. We're not going to charge you a penny, but we want you to put in that 4999 that we're going to use, and you know, we'll all choose together how we're going to do it, and that we're going to make the mega blog. 4999. We actually get a little bit more value because this bit's for free, and we're going to do this. It's going to be seen 1.3 million times before a single share. One of those 1.3 goes viral, and then we're talking tens of millions of people coming to looking at your property on various different websites. One of them being the one we want to make for you. Let's go back to that spreadsheet. Let's have a look at it. We've got my lead programmer. I've been working with him for 3 years. He knows things inside out. We're not using much of his time. We've got a senior programmer. We've got a qualified programmer. And to be honest with you, that qualified programmer, you know, he's just come out. He's got his degree. But he talks a lot. He's always talking. So I get a lot done with him. You know, he's very, you know, these are very talented people, and they're so willing to work and enjoy working with me. You know, I think a lot of the other people at the company they work within just work on really boring websites. So they're all very keen. HTML designer, journalist, and myself. You know, a modest $49.99 an hour. I think I'm worth more than that. I could get paid more than that if I worked for a company, but they would double charge it out. Okay, let's have a look at what we're doing here. The costs. Domain. Got to get a new domain. Now, we need really to be clever about this and get the words Villa and Cape Town in that domain. Otherwise, we've got no chance of getting it. Where has it gone? Of getting this 83 down into the top 10. We've got no chance if we don't include those words. I haven't bought it yet. I'm not even sure it's available, but I'm pretty sure it would be. In fact, I'm certain it would be. Maison Noir Villa Cape Town. You know, Maison Noir Villa Cape Town. That's got the word villa in there. It's got the word Cape Town in there. So we're scoring on all of those keywords. The main priority of Google about everything is what's in the domain name. That's why Cape Town Luxury Villas is at number 2 in Google for the keyword Cape Town Luxury Villas, and Villa Secrets is, well, it's a long way behind. Let's have a look where Villa Secrets is on the word Cape Town Luxury Villas. I like this music. Okay, yeah, well, look, Cape Town Luxury Villas, only 31. You know, that difference between number 3 and 31 is just because Cape Town Luxury Villas is called Cape Town Luxury Villas. It's got such a high domain score. There's no real links going to any of these websites. So it's got nothing to do with links. It's the same structure. It's just you get such a lift by having that name, those words in the name. We obviously can't go Villa Noir Luxury Villa.Cape Town. I think that's just too long. We could go Maison Noir Cape Town.villas or Maison Noir.villas, but I really think Maison Noir Villa.Cape Town is the one. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Hosting, we're going to get a brand new host. Everything has to be hosted on a different host because otherwise we leave footprints for Google and they won't count the links between the sites we make. Obviously, we're going to eventually throw links from Cape Villas at this site. We're going to throw links from everywhere at it. We're doing everything we can to make this site high. The higher we get it, the more value it is, the better it looks, the more value it is, the more pan golding. Everyone's going to say, wow, yeah, we could do 5 sites like that. But, we'll get mandates. That's what we're, these guys are not interested in villa rentals much. They're interested in mandates. We're becoming a mandate provider. Okay, so we've got to copy the site that we've got. We've got to copy these elements here. Where is it? We've got to copy all this. Copy the whole site, actually. And we can still, because we can use this ASTA, this PRS, National Trading Standards, member of Villa Secrets. We can put all that on the website. So we've got to copy it. Then we've got to create all the new pages. You see, copying the website's not much. It's a couple of hours for our senior programmer, certified, Zen certified. If he was in Silicon Valley, he'd be costing $100,000 a year, easy. 4 hours for our senior programmer, 4 hours of myself. That's looking for the new host, signing up to it, paying for it. We're not gonna, we don't charge you for the hosting or anything or the domain. That all comes in the package. Create new blank pages, logo and footer. That's simple, but it has to be done. Right, this is complex. Create 50 social network and social bookmarking sites, auto posts. Maybe I can show you this here. Let's see a little bit how this works. Let's duplicate the page. Let me take that out. Let me log into WordPress. And let's have a look at a blog page. I'm hoping I can find one. This is all unscripted. I didn't think I was going to do this. Come on, baby. It's lucky we got good visuals and the music, so when there's a pause, it's okay. Okay, now let's try and find a blog page. We're all very new to WordPress. I've only been using it less than a month, maybe a month and a week. We did one site for my dad, Epsom.photography. Then we did Cape Town Top Villas. Then we did Experience Africa. Next week we're doing the new version of American Butterfly. We can use this stuff so quickly. Let's have a look at all posts. Let's try and find the blog. I did the first one. Introduction by Nick Gray-Ball. None of this is live yet. We've got code on this whole website that says Google go away. No one's registering this. We got work to do before we're happy to. Okay, here's just this is WordPress. This is how it works. Now this is the auto posting. Here's Blogger. And we can delay the timings of these. So some of them will go out after about an hour. Some of them go out after 2 hours. Some will go out after a week. So this one goes to Blogger. This post also automatically goes to Delicious. Facebook, Top 10 Villas developer page. Facebook, Top 10 Villas page. Facebook Pentagon Villa page, Facebook Luxury Villas in Clifton page, Facebook Nick Villa's main profile page. Now these are 5 Facebook pages. We want to make Facebook pages on your Facebook sites if you have them, which I'm sure you have. If you're not using them much, doesn't matter. If you're using them a lot, that's awesome. Just make business pages. You know, we'll make about 10 different versions of how to say Maison Noir, and you know, Maison Noir, Hout Bay. We'll also have Hout Bay Villas. You know, so that'll be, you know, another 10 different posts to Facebook. Eventually, we'll probably have about 20 different pages updated on Facebook, and those pages will then resubmit that post once a week. So, you know, that 10 posts creates in a year 500 posts. That's just from one blog. Also, it updates to Flickr, updates to Google+. Same thing with Google+. We want about 10, 15, maybe 20 different Google+ pages, but we can't do them all from this account because Google knows. So we've got to have them all in different accounts, all appearing at different times. LinkedIn as well. We want about 10, 15, maybe 20. They say LinkedIn is the best for business, so maybe we want 30 different LinkedIn posts from each blog. Plurk, Pinterest, Reddit, StumbleUpon, Tumblr, Twitter, Content. These are the ones we got so far. We've only just started. You know, so this is and this takes time to do. They've got to make the social network in the first place, and they've got to auto update it. They have to test. There's a lot of testing. Some of these work, some of these didn't. We've had to use this person, this plugin, and that plugin. On the subject of plugins, there's $3,000 worth of plugins I want to buy that we'll be applying. When we buy them, it's $1,500 if we buy them once. It's $3,000 if we buy them 25 times on average. So, you know, we're going to be putting $3,000 worth of plugins to all these sites. That's how much it would cost you to do it if it was an original site. You know, we'll find more plugins to buy. SEO plugins, this, that, all sorts of plugins. Where are the plugins? Let's have a look. Plugins. There's plugins. There's 21 plugins to use. There's all the different plugins. There's the auto update. There's currency. Yeah, there's so many plugins. You know. Okay, let's get back to the spreadsheet. What are we doing? We've looked at this. 50 different auto posts, maybe 100. And that's, you know, we're going to leave this to our qualified programmer straight out of university. He's going to be spending 40 hours doing that. It'd take me about 8 hours. And it'll take the senior program about 8 hours as well. You know, that time doubles, obviously, if we're doing 100, not 50. You know, these are just rough estimates. You know, it doesn't really matter what happens. We're just showing you how much it would cost if, you know, we were to charge it at a fifth of the rate of a top design company who none of them know anything about content marketing or much anyway. So you'd have to then hire contextually for all the content marketing. So, you know, when it's 21,000, you know, we're talking 100,000 maybe if you were to do this for a top company and a top content marketing company. RSS feeds email system, we're still working on that. We've got the RSS feed working, we haven't got the email system working. Just spoke to Live Salesforce. Their system's going to cost us £10,000 a year minimum. We don't have that yet, so we get it. They've advised we use MailChimp for now and swap to their system when we can afford it. That's what we're going to do. It's 32 hours there, a lot of hours for me as well. Okay, here's the homepage. You know, we're just going to create the mega blog. We've already done a lot of work that's going to do it. We might want to add that video that you've got You know, there's another 10 hours for the content writer, another 12 hours for me. Here's the third page. We've already seen the home page and the blog page. This is page 3. We're not actually going to have 10 pages. We can't fit 10 pages in the navigation. We'll have to slot some of these in as sub-menus, which is a shame. But, okay, create 13 areas pages. We really want to promote Help A as a place to come. Oh, no, sorry. This is areas in your house. Master bedroom page, guest bedroom page, wine cellar page, cinema room page, living room page, kitchen page, braai area page, swimming pool area page, garden and views page, koi pond page, tree houses page, spa page. All these pages, you know, are blog pages in themselves, and we'll really, you know, we're trying to. This sort of works with photos. I noticed none of your photos were in Google images. You know, working on it, you know, having all these different pages, you know, it's just good content for people who want to see it, and it's more ammunition for Google, more ammunition for the blogs. You know, if you write a blog about a guest bedroom, someone's looking for bedrooms, you know, just because they want to, they're not interested in renting a villa, but they're interested in bedrooms. Someone might come along to it, link to it. Same for the kitchen, same for the living room. You know, those keywords, we'll get them up there. People start linking to it. This is create 13 Help A and surrounds pages. Help A page. These are all sub-menus that'll drop down. Help A beach, Help A for families, Help A mountains, Help A bars and restaurants, Help A market, Help A manor. We want to say Help A is situated in between Kansspang and Constantia in the wine route, Noordhoek and Chapman's Peak. You know, make it like it's the central hub of Cape Town. You know, it's all honest. That's where I choose to stay. When I'm in Cape Town, if I go back to Cape Town, I'll be staying here. Okay, concierge page. These pages, there's quite a lot of time to make these pages, 39 hours, 39 hours, 39 hours. And at your account, you're going to, you know, you've got a great photographer there. We need photos for all these pages. We need more photos inside. We need photos of the mountains. Okay, concierge page, menus and staff. Speaks for itself. The menus is obviously what can be the food and stuff. Okay, page 6. Be nice to have, if we work, which I hope we will, with Experience Africa and American Butterfly and Maison Noir, the first give half back entity of any sort, to use the principle, which we're, you know, is, at the moment is just using 20% commission that we would offer to tourists, giving that back to conservation instead when someone books by Experience Africa. And I'm going to ask for 25 or 30% plus 10% goes to marketing, but if we just stick to the 20, it's still valid. First company, About Us page, obviously contact us page. Important film shoots page. Each time someone does a film shoot and we try and get more of them, let them come and do their film shoots and stuff half price if they let us use the material, and we make blogs out of each shoot and different pages. That's a lot of time, a lot of hours there. See, 80 hours for me, 80 hours for the designer, 50 hours for the content writer. That's a lot of time. That's obviously not done straight away. That's done over a year. Booking page. Trying to sync that up with Razor or whatever booking system we use so people can book live on the page. Probably about 32 hours for our certified lead programmer. We add it all up. 21,000. What's this down here? Live chat / blogger. I want to make a live chat system that's 24/7. Won't be at first. It'll just be free live chat people. 2 covering the day shifts. Starting at 9 o'clock in the morning in European time, finishing at about 8 in the evening American time, and covering weekends, but not as so long. 3 people. Eventually, we want to have it 24/7. These will cover a lot of different properties, websites. They'll cover yours. They'll cover Villa Secrets, Cape Villas, the Pam Golding ones. You know, we're going to build it up. The beauty of it is with the primary, we're going to get all the live chat people are going to be bloggers. They're going to be content writers, and they're going to be content writing about, you know, if you're chipping in 80 hours a month, that's, you know, half the time. That's 80 hours minus the maybe 10 hours they spend talking to people on live chat. That's 70 hours a month just blogging on Maison Noir, you know. And you've seen the quality of, well, you know, read it. Go on the website. Read what's done. You know, we're doing this at cost price, nearly $7.99 an hour. We very much strongly advise chipping in, so as, you know, $600 a month. So you've got full-time live chat and all these blogs being made on top of the syndication that we've already talked about. Here we go. We will make this website if you match a quarter of our costs to spend on content marketing. You know, we're putting in $21,000 here. You can put in $4,999 plus photography, and we make the mega blog. The mega blogs. You know, 1.3 million seen. How many are going to be shared? You know, could it be 10 million? If it's going through American Butterfly starts taking off, that 10 million could be an awful lot more, being the first ever give half back property. That's never going to be taken away. Okay, what's this? We estimate a top agency would charge over $50,000 for this. We would, if you want, you can take this video and show it to the people that made your website, or, you know, any agency that's capable of doing this kind of animation very, very quickly, and doing the content marketing. You know, they're going to charge $50,000, I think. So, you know, it's a good deal. I didn't start out when I started out this proposal. I didn't start out with this idea. I'm saying put in this, but it sort of, you know, it sort of came about from working the system more. We've talked about this. Plus, contribute 10% to rentals towards additional marketing development. We've talked about this in the mega blog. But let's have a look at how this might work. I haven't spoken to Jenny and Zenda about this. They don't really get the complex business plans and stuff. It's better to show them results than to ask them about things that haven't happened yet. Okay, all bookings contribute 10% to the marketing and development kitty. Spend it how you wish. You know, you can see the prices we're charging. As soon as you know, as soon as we've done this one example, we go on to the next villa, these prices go up. You know, as soon as we go to Pam Golding and we finish the Pam Golding, these prices, all these are going to go to $125 an hour. And we're not going to be giving them for free. We're going to be making them all as a part of the Villa Secrets network, as best seen at the moment, described on the American Butterfly website. The link that is on one of the emails I'm sending you. Okay, all bookings contribute 10% towards marketing development kitty. Spend it how you wish. We create an elite set of companies. Okay, companies like, where's my Villa Secrets file? Where's my Caribbean file? Where's my St. Bart's file? Where's my blue? Damn, lost it. Caribbean, St. Bart's, blue. These companies, Isle of Blue. Okay, this guy has spoken to the president about getting his villas on my site, and they're in the middle of making an API that can make that happen. They're more used to just, it's not a very pretty page, this one. Let's have a look at, you know, a better page. They're good. They got a lot of stock. They got hundreds of villas in St. Bart's, thousands of villas, and they're going global. Look at all the destinations. When I approached them, asking them if we could put their villas on our site, they came back to us more interested in putting our Cape Town villas on their site. I came back to them with the idea of splitting the cost of Razor villas. They weren't particularly keen. These guys do a lot of affiliate marketing, and they could only really work on 10%, so they keep 10% for themselves, and they pass on 10% to whoever they work with, or if they make a direct sale, they keep 20%. I'm not necessarily going to say this is going to happen, but if we look at Luxury Retreats, who's the market leader, they're a part of Caribbean Way. If we look at their Cape Town selection, it's not particularly good. They say they've got someone representing them in Cape Town, but they're not representing. In the Caribbean, they've got the best villas. In a lot of places, they've got the best villas, and I'm sure they would like to have the best villas. What have they got in Cape Town? Little pool. What's this? Search by Matt. Let's tap anywhere to close. Okay. Tiny little pool is a featured villa. How do you scroll down? These villas, these are not good villas. These are not even in my top 50. Not in my top 50. Not in my top 50. Not in my top 50. This one's in my top 50. The Oracle, but that's not for rent anymore. I think it's been made into a guest house. Hamaya. These are sort of top 30, top 50. There's this one here, 26. Maybe that's the top 20. This one here, maybe that's the top 20 as well. This one is the top 5. This one, Spa House, looks great, but inside it's actually not that good, so we can't represent it. We can't. We should, looking at that, but inside the furnishing is really not good. So it's only, it's 4.5 star, really. This one's good. I don't know why they have that one at the top. That's all they got. They've only got one of the top 10 villas that I'm presenting in there. And, I think they might appreciate being one of an exclusive group of, maybe 20 villa companies, maybe 20 vacation companies, and 10 concierge companies. We're very selective of who we pick, who get that 20%. And maybe they might even just get rid of all these villas and just use our ones, represented in Cape Town, concierge in Cape Town. Okay, so that's the idea. We create an elite group of companies, and this isn't just once off that I've had this from Isla Blue. I contacted a company in Thailand who had 6 Thailand websites in Bali, and they came back. They weren't interested in sharing their stock, but they wanted our stock. The president of the company wrote to me again. He's written to me. I actually haven't had time. He wants to meet me in Cape Town, but I'm not there. So every time I approach one of these big companies, they're more interested in my stock than giving me theirs. So I need to develop a collection of about 15, 20 of the top villas in Cape Town, give 20% STOs, then these companies will work with me, and then they'll share their stock, and then I can grow Villa Secrets. Of course, I'm going to grow Villa Secrets by making top 10 websites all over the place, top 10 Caribbean, top 10 Europe, and I'm going to get properties, and I'm going to ask all these CEOs of these companies to be the judges. So I'm not relying on them. When plans don't work the first way, you adapt, you carry on. Okay, Cape Town Luxury Villas and Razor lowers the STO on Razor to 10%, so as it's still out there, but it's only 10%. It's the top elite companies get 20%. Everyone else only gets 10%. No one's booking through Razor anyway, so why not lower it to 20? When a booking comes in, Cape Town Luxury Villas keeps 10%. The STO is 10%, so that's the same as it would be. 10% goes to content marketing, Maison Noir, but on Cape Town Luxury Villas website. So make a big presence on their website, which is already doing well. It's already, number 2 for Cape Town Luxury Villas. It's already, listed. I did a search for Cape Town 6-star villas the other day. Let's have a look at it. I think I saved it. Where did I save it? It's in video. It's in links on video. It's on Maison Noir introduction. You haven't seen this yet. I'm not going to send this to you until after I've done. American Butterfly. There we go. We see Cape Town luxury villas at number 2 in Google. In the paid ads. Okay, we see Cape Town luxury villas at number 1 in the Google organic. We see Cape Villas at number 3. This has actually changed from the other day. There's been a secret. It's a shame because the other day Cape Town luxury villas was placed twice in there. But look, you know, Cape Town villas, luxury villas are doing well for the, you know, Cape Town villas 6-star and Cape Town luxury villas, and they're important keywords. The person who's going to be typing in that keyword is the person who's going to want to rent Maison Noir or any of the top villas. So, you know, it's important to, you know, to get Maison Noir looking really good on their website, have a really good presence, and just keep marketing it on there. Any booking that they make through Razor, you know, goes to content marketing there. If they make a direct booking, they keep the 20% for themselves, then 10% goes to marketing Maison Noir on their website as well. You know, this is going to increase their website. It's going to get them more. It's going to, you know, it's going to get you good on their website. Okay, Experience Africa and other safari sites. You know, we're talking, you know, possibly 15 websites in 2016. We're talking possibly 1,000 websites by 2020. 20%, the 20% STO goes to conservation, or 25%, or 30%. I'd love 30%. That would be an awesome gesture from you. It's not like it's going to make, you know, huge amount of bookings immediately, necessarily. So you're not, you know, it's just, you know, it's just going to look good for us to be able to make packages where, you know, Richard Branson's Lodge, we can probably get them to do 30% as well. So if someone makes a booking, it's 30% going to conservation from one leg of Lusaba, and then 30% for the second leg of your villa. You know, we can do that blog loads of times. It makes it interesting because we make the blog about conservation. That's what hooks people in. Plus, of course, 10% goes to the content marketing, which, you know, it needs to. Otherwise, Experience Africa is not going to get any customers in the first place. If Experience Africa creates a lot of bookings at this higher 30% SEO, great. We just raise the price. You know, it's market forces. If we start making a lot of bookings at higher SEOs to conservation, you know, we just raise the price. It's like, then it becomes like a safari tax. Okay, right. We're now near the end of talking about the Maison Noir website, maisonnoirvillas.capetown, and the extensions to the current website. We've talked about the mega blog. Now we're gonna, in fact, I'm gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back in a minute, and we're gonna go through the final. These are some notes I wanted to make. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, let's quickly go through this. This is sort of, these are some notes I wrote last evening that I thought I should say in an introduction, but there's just too much, so I'm going to sort of say them as a farewell to this video, duo of videos. Okay, hi Maison Noir, Jim, Ed, Nick, Charisse. I hope you're well. I've made this introduction video to present web development and content marketing packages. Been working on this since June. You can see the new site working. But we're going to start with Experience Africa. That was the idea. Okay, the 8-second rule. We've talked about that. When someone comes to a website, there's 8 seconds to capture their attention by creating the countdown within that 8 seconds. We've shown them 4 seconds of nice picture. We've shown them a countdown. We've caught their attention. We've added some music to dramatize the cause. Yeah, we could actually put 2 hours or 3 hours of music on. You hear it just carries on forever. We just, in honesty, we haven't licensed it. I would ask my ex-wife. She was senior director of Universal Music Publishing, knows all about this stuff. Double first from Cambridge, very clever girl. But she's a bit busy at the moment. I've asked her to look in. She spent 10 years working with the cheetahs in Cape Town, so I've asked her to look into what charity we should use for cheetahs for cats in South Africa. She's going to come back to me on that soon. After that, I'll ask her about the licensing of the music. Maison Noir may make most of its bookings from the 10 or more safari sites we will be due to make in 2016, and the many more we will make in the future. Safari and villa package, that's what we're going to be promoting. Eventually we're going to add, I think, beach resorts as well. But, certainly the first packages we're going to be blogging about is, go to Singita in Serengeti, go to Singita in Boulders, and then spend a week in Cape Town in Maison Noir Hotel and Spa, Villa Hotel and Spa. That's how we're going to be promoting it. As I said, when you get that spa, we're moving up to 7-star. The second villa of all the villas on the Villa Secrets and Cape Town villas, luxury villas and Cape villas. Only 2 of them in Cape Town are 7-star. Yours will be one. We will make it at the safari package. There we go. Just talked about that. Content marketing is about looking for new business, not taking a piece out of the existing pie. Not targeted ads from Google. We get about 5,000 people a year coming to us from the Google ads. As we've talked about, we're going to be showing 1 million people Maison Noir without shares. So, if people start sharing that, and I'm sure they will, we're talking 10 million. I'm sort of betting, and a lot of people are saying content marketing is the way. We're going to make more from the 1 to 10 million people seeing our content marketing than we are from those 5,000 people coming in from Google ads. Just Google ads plus Cape Stay plus Razor, as far as I can see, for your villa has not been as effective as a single ad as HomeAway. Something has to happen. That's why I spent the last 4 months slaving away, 100-hour weeks sometimes. No girlfriend, no friends, just me and my work and my team, my lovely team. I love my team. And my lovely parents as well, who keep me strong. Okay, inbound marketing is different. Looking for new business, trying to encourage clients from the US and Europe who would go to St. Bart's or Bali or Hawaii to have a safari holiday and a villa holiday and give to conservation. That's what we're doing. We're trying to find new business. Obviously we're going to find some people who are thinking of coming to Cape Town anyway are going to come across our posts, and that's going to encourage them. But and that is taking a bit of the current pie. But we're going for a different pie. We're trying to add to what's we're trying to improve tourism in Cape Town for and Africa, big time. The safari thing particularly. Trying to double the amount of people who want to come on safari, so the safaris can give more back to conservation. It's a big plan for that. I'm doing that in 2 days' time. I'll send it to you. You may even read that before you get round to reading this. This is a long video. Okay, in 2016, we want to create over 1,000 blogs syndicated 10 million times. That's including the shares. A tenth of this could be for Maison Noir. Oh, sorry, this is for our sites in general. We want to create 1,000 blogs and syndicate them 10 million times. And then there's the social sharing on top of that, so that could be 50 million times. A tenth of this coverage could be from Maison Noir. Many quality articles and blogs syndicated to 1 million people. We also have top10safari.com, safariawards.com, AfricanSafariAwards.com, safariawards.org. If you look at the attachments I've sent you, you'll see about Safari Awards. There is a company doing Safari Awards already, but not one of the 9 top most popular safaris according to Google searches, and most of the tour operators is in their top 57 placings. So it's obviously, you know, there's room for improvement. There's room for a genuine Safari Awards, and SafariAwards.org is going to be give all back. You know, there's going to be no 10% for marketing. We're going to pay for the marketing for this by other American butterfly companies like Villa Secrets. So that's going to be give all back. So that's going to be, you know, 40-50% of each safari possibly going to conservation. And we're going to try and get all the conservation groups to link to this, to advertise different safaris on their websites. We'll even make web pages on their websites to, you know, to further sell the conservation, make more money for conservation. Let's save those rhinos. Let's do it. Let's save those elephants. Let's give those poachers, you know, let's give our game rangers some ammunition. Stop the poaching. Okay, biggest question is, are you going to give half back? We already have a 30% STO in place, which is 10% for Maison Noir marketing kitty and 20% conservation. But can you go 30%? And I think it'll be one of the cleverest business decisions of your life. Then when we had the short sauna and tree houses, make it a 7-star villa hotel. We advertise a 7-star villa hotel in Hout Bay, which will advertise as the place to be in Cape Town. And we're going to be, you know, promoting that from American Butterfly as the first ever give half back. You know, you really, you know, I'm premature in talking about American Butterfly because next week we're doing it and we're going to be making it all about a give half back and the principle of how if you give half back, you can actually use that marketing, especially within content marketing, to make more money for yourself. You know, that's the principle of the whole book. There's 4 books on it. Okay, some blog titles, just very quickly. Is Maison Noir Africa's best kept secret? I like that because it's, you know, it was the first one I thought of. The Villa Hotel, Maison Noir wins 2nd place in Cape Town Villa Awards. Maison Noir voted 2nd best villa in Cape Town. Tip 7, just working on the principle of trying to get that number in there earlier. Tip 7, Maison Noir voted Cape Town's 2nd most prestigious villa, donates 20% to booking costs to save the rhino, or maybe 30%, or hope so. 7 nights at the Maison Noir Villa Hotel helps create thousands of dollars to save the rhino. You know, we just, you know, each blog, you know, we got to capture people's attention. These are a little bit long. You know, we're going to get better. These are just some ideas. Okay, we're moving on to top 10 Cape Town villas. Again, the psychology rule. We're going to capture their attention with the slideshow. By the 2nd slide, they're already in the top 10. They're going to watch it to the number 1, and then they're going to see yours in between in the top 3. And you know, we've used that price psychology. Ex-Africa and top 10 Cape Town villas will enhance each other. A good set of judges on one will encourage the same on the other. We're looking for really good judges, especially on Experience Africa. We want the CEOs of the top top safaris. We want the owners. We want the CEOs of the travel companies. We want some conservation people, and then later we want to do another site with celebrities. We want to make a TV reality show of it. Celebrities go into the, you know, picking the top 10 out of the set from the official judges who know what they're talking about. Then the celebrities, just out of that top 10, they go on 5 of them or 4 of them, and then they decide which ones they like best from actual going. They'll make a movie out of it. You know, already made a magazine, Cape Villas magazine, going to make Experience Africa magazine. Going to be going crazy. Owners' sites. What's this? Top 10 Cape Town villas. Okay, yeah, you know, that's what we're talking about. We've talked about your site using Maison Noir, 10% marketing, talked about that. 10% inbound marketing contribution at a 5th of the price of a competent agency can offer. Placement in between chapter options, in between, that's just, sorry, this is just talking about how we're in the top 3 and we placed you in the middle. We've looked at the psychology, we've looked at that web page, we've looked at the pricing at $499 as opposed to $4,500. can't be number one because it will seem biased. And I really, Stephen Anthony's got to be, one of his has got to be number one because, he's such a good architect. He's, he was a fan of mine. I'm sure, he still is. I hope going to be approaching him as soon to be a judge on top 10 this year. It'll be my choice. The top 10 villas will be my choice. After that, it's going to be from the judges. We'd like you to be a judge because you're the owners of West Elm and, American Butterfly Give Half Back. And, we think, if you want to be a judge, you're perfectly qualified to be one on top 10 Cape Town villas. Using the 10% marketing contribution in making a new site, we can create 100 different blogs and syndicate them to over a million people. Okay, we talked about that a lot. Maison Noir site, we've just talked about this. We can create WordPress, auto updates to 100 social network pages, LinkedIn, Google+, 12 social bookmarking websites that give follow links to the blog. By the end of a year, that website's going to have maybe 10,000 inbound links. Not a page 4 or 5 inbound links. That website's going to be huge. It's going to be a real authority. It may even come up in luxury villas in global terms. Also, automated email follow-ups. We've got our databases. Each person that inquires of any of our companies, we're going to be sending them Maison Noir blogs. We're going to be using remarketing to send them ads for Maison Noir. When someone inquires for Villa Secrets, they'll see some Villa Secrets ads come up when they're on Skype and Facebook, but they'll also see some Maison Noir ads. We need not lower our prices after 2016, and we should look to raise them 20-25% in 2017. Invest and exposure increases the property's value. Plus, the estate agents have great visuals. We can make mini magazines for them if desired. When you come to sell, this is going to make, this is going to increase your property price. I'm not going to tell you percentages. You can work it out for yourself, but, it's going to be 10-20%, certainly. I don't know how much the house costs, but, I'm sure it's a lot, and you're spending a lot of money on it. This way you're going to really make the most out of it. Make a point of accepting more photo shoots as long as you can add the shoot to our site. Preferably they supply a video. I say let them shoot for half price if they let us do this. If they do the video as well, we can use it each time. Add to top blog sites. We've talked about that in the other video. Get quality links in. And exposure, of course. Okay, Villa Secrets, working with the top 50 luxury villa companies. We just spoke about that. We wish to work with 10 to 30 villas, 30% STO, where we can give 20% to a very select band of luxury tour operators. That's what we talked about. Remaking Villa Secrets in this look. We're remaking Villa Secrets before we approach Pam Golding. Pam Golding, we're going to offer $1 million worth of websites for $50 for them to take the first official primary network franchise, the first maybe of thousands. Okay, I think that's it. Sorry, I pressed the pause button there. Sorry, really hope you guys can come on board with this. I'll also, be talking to you about Give Half Back, Experience Africa, and American Butterfly. It's a big project. It needs legitimacy, so I need a foundation to take the money and then give it to the charities. Love that to be the Clinton Foundation. They were written into the business plan of American Butterfly in the 4th book. Clinton Foundation, the Nelson Mandela Foundation, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation were all written in the same book, 4th American Butterfly book, that said American Experience Africa should be used as a lost leader. And that's why we're giving more than half back here. And in time, we're going to give all back. It'll just all be about raising money for conservation. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go. Thank you very much for listening through this. I hope we can do business. Thank you very much. Good night, or good day if it's in the day when you watch this. Bye bye.